Take a ride on Tony the Pony. Take a ride on Tony the Pony. Please take a ride on Tony the Pony with Mr. Pineapple. Oh yeah, it's Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour.
Hello and welcome to Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour, the show where we talk big pineapples, small pineapples, hairy pineapples, and everything in between. I'm your host, Tony the Pony, and with me, as always, is the one and only, the incredible Mr. Pineapple. How are you, Mr. Pineapple?
I'm all over the place, mate.
All over the place.
It's been a hellish morning, even though I only woke up at 1. I'm trying to get my sleeping sorted for tonight.
Yeah, for the wrestling.
God knows when, for fucking the greatest party of the summer, or whatever the marketing it has these days.
It's going to be the shittiest party of the summer.
Oh, it's going to be garbage, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Garbage.
I mean, 1 o'clock's late for you. You're normally a morning owl.
Well, I originally woke up at about 9:30 because I went to sleep last night just on top of my duvet and stuff, no blanket or anything. And I woke up a bit cold at 9:30, so I got snuggled in, mate. And I just hunkered down until 1 billion messages from you saying, "Where the fuck are you? You're dead."
Yeah.
But it's what happens when you get the boys around to watch the Iron Mask. You stay up late.
Talking about the Iron Mask, our big pineapple this episode is DC FANDOME.
Yeah, we changed it up.
Yeah, we did.
We managed 15 minutes of that film, and I made one note. So many logos.
Oh, wait.
So many logos.
So many.
Every production company in the world, I think, worked on it.
Every Russian one and every Chinese one.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So we sort of nixed that idea. I will watch it eventually and do a hairy pineapple on it.
Can't do a big pineapple on it.
The sound mixing was just terrible. Whoever did that job should not have been paid.
Should not have been born.
Because it made me sad. I paid money for that film.
What I loved is how you kept turning to me and going, we can't review this. You almost seemed scared.
A little bit. I was worried.
Oh, boy.
Even my boy JC couldn't save the brief scenes that he was in the first 15 minutes. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger said one line and laughed, though, didn't he?
Yeah.
He Mr. Freezed it up. There's a man with a twirly moustache and a funky hat.
In England.
The tower.
Charles Dance was in it.
Yeah, he weren't speaking Russian or Chinese.
No, he refused.
There was just a lot wrong with it in the first 15 minutes. And not in a good way. Not like a good bad. This was a bad bad.
Didn't even know dragons had eyelashes.
This one does, and they make tea out of it. And there's wizards and rings that are made, and then they turned bad.
There's grey wizards and black wizards.
We didn't even get any kung fu in the first 15 minutes. What's for the point?
Oh, I mean, Jackie Chan was just tied up.
Yeah, you don't tie Jackie Chan up.
And they were just some slapstick comedy from him, I guess.
There was a guy in a mask, and then there was a homing pigeon. I don't fucking know.
And they wanted to eat the pigeon.
We got a recap of the first film as well.
Yeah.
In a puddle via a letter, that was in code, written backwards, not with great code, but so that'll be a future hairy pineapple.
Yeah, that's enough stuff.
In many, many years' time. And I can build up the courage to watch it.
But talking about hairy pineapples, what have you got for us this week?
Oh, we've got a good one this week. We've got a good one.
We have.
A hard, yes, definitely. It racked my brain for all of 5 minutes or so. Way back when, I started my top 5 wrestling lists. We did the golden age, sort of 84 to about 92, 93. Then we did the new generation, sort of 93 to around 97. And now we're doing what many people call peak WWF, WWE, the Attitude Era, top 5. This sort of is around 97 to about 2002, when the sort of alliance stuff had finished and the first brand split happened. Have you got your top 5?
Yeah, I'm just getting it up now.
Because this is when I first started watching wrestling in this era, you see, like most of us, I believe. And we watched Royal Rumble 2001, actually, last night before you arrived from work.
Yes.
And we were just like, this were good, weren't it? The star power in that Royal Rumble match was just crazy.
Yeah, and I only saw the last 10 minutes or so. So, are you ready?
I'm going to let you go.
You're going to let me go first? Well...
Yeah, firstly, I'm going to put in a few honourable mentions then that didn't break into my top 5, shall we say. Kurt Angle didn't make the top 5.
Same.
He's probably going to appear in a future one now. Chris Benoit didn't make the top 5, but he will appear in a future one. Owen Hart didn't make the top 5. mostly because he died in '99, so he didn't live through all the,
Attitude.
Same with Shawn Michaels. He didn't die, but he was only really in the Attitude Era for about 6 months, so I can't, Goldust as well. He was much. They sort of toned him down a little bit. Steve Austin, who would probably be number one for most people, but it's not in the top 5 for me. And Mr. McMahon, the character, the greatest heel of all time. You can't talk about the Attitude Era without throwing in.
Why is Stone Cold not in there?
He's just,
So all your honourable mentions.
Yes.
Well,
and I've not included women in this because I want to do women ones separately because these are men ones. And I should add again, this is just WWE, no WCW, no ECW. They're all going to be future things.
Well, in 5th place, who's going to definitely be higher on your list, is Kane, the man himself.
Why is he going to be higher on my list?
Because you like Kane.
I'm a big fan, yeah.
Yeah. And I think this is Pete Kane.
It's definitely Pete Kane.
It's the one we all remember and love. He just got worse after this, slowly.
Well, 2000, when the Attitude Era ended, is when they demasked him.
And then he got shit. Then he became a mayor. But, he's a man who threw 11 people out of a Royal Rumble and then lost the Royal Rumble.
They really should have. That should have been the year.
Because when you think of, I know the analyst was on about this, when you think of just wrestlers in general, people always stick to the ones that the fans loved and stuff. And I think as a kid, Kane was my favourite wrestler because he was a big,
proper
red guy, weren't he?
Yeah.
A big evil looking
from nowhere, and he's scary. And then he started doing Kane-a-Roonies with Booker T.
Yeah, don't talk about that. But yeah, just because he's such a big force.
Yeah.
He's the other half of the Brothers of Destruction. The better half didn't get the same, what's it called?
Push, perhaps.
Push as
The
Undertaker did. When he should have deserved it.
He did deserve it. He didn't should have deserved it.
He did deserve it.
Yeah.
But yeah, number 5, Kane.
Well, this is going to surprise you.
Oh.
In at number 5, Kane.
Fair enough.
Everything from his backstory to his debut at Bad Blood in the first ever Hell in a Cell between Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, where he came in and just demolished his brother. Then they had that shit Inferno match, Unforgiven 98. He just looked evil. He's this massive, just fucking bastard who looked like he could just snap a man in half.
He made the chokeslam what it is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The ultimate chokeslam for me, Kane. Just a fucking cool motherfucker. My favourite theme music of all time, Kane. And whenever you just saw it go dark and then the flames came and you're like, shit's gonna kick off. Yes, mate.
Yeah.
And as you say, it's a shame in the Attitude Era, he never got a long run with the big belt. I think he won it twice, maybe once, and for like a day each time, which was just, he's just awesome. A lot of my favourite things involve Kane. And for me, he's probably the second best big man in the business behind my boy Bam Bam Bigelow, because, I love him. But he weren't with WWF at this point, so I can't put him in the list.
Probably my favourite big man in the business.
And as you said, much better than The Undertaker. Because to me, The Undertaker's just a dick.
Yeah.
And,
he's put on a pedestal, wasn't he?
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. He will never appear in any of my lists. As you could see, he weren't even in my honourable mentions, and yet a child murderer was. So yeah, Kane comes in at number 5 for me. And he debuted, 97, the very year that the Attitude Era started for most.
And he died when the Attitude Era died.
He did.
In 4th place for me is Mankind, Mick Foley, the boy, but Mankind in specifical nature.
Ah, yes, very specifical. Yes.
He's creepy as fuck, yeah. And Mick Foley's just a top class guy, isn't he?
Yeah, very creative mind.
Promo guy, top class performer. He'll kill himself for that business.
Yeah, literally king of the ring against, the has-been Undertaker.
And, he saved WWE, didn't he?
Pretty much.
Yeah, Mankind.
Another guy with a mask as well, much like Kane.
Yeah, well, this was when masks were cool, not like the Fiend.
Right.
Yeah, that one was short. Number 4, Mankind.
Oh, sweet. You can understand because he's definitely going to appear on mine, innit? You know that. Can you pick the next 4 that I'm going to choose? Let's see.
Well, Mankind's going to be on there. The Rock, Jericho, China. No, China's a woman.
Looks like a man, though.
Shane McMahon.
No. In at number 4, it's a tag team. I've cheated a little. It's the Hardy Boys, you know. Probably my favourite tag team, probably. Is that correct? I don't know why I'm talking like this. They just... You know, they sort of encompassed everything that the Attitude Era was about, you know. Their name was spelt with a Z at the end. They were called Team Extreme when they were with Lita.
No, what? I've totally forgot they were even alive, to be honest.
You know, they've had many classic ladder matches, table matches, TLC matches with the likes of the Dudleys, you know, Edge and Christian. And who don't remember WrestleMania 17, mate, and the spear from the Thing, Jeff Hardy and Edge. Jeff Hardy, for me, always the better performer out of the two. I'd say, but they're just peak Attitude Era tag team, because Attitude Era is when the tag team division started to come back to life, you know. They had a lot of great tag teams there, as well as these, you know, New Age Outlaws, APA, you know, to a lesser extent the Headbangers and Kai and Tai, etc. We could go on.
I'm just sad I forgot Edge and Christian.
Your boys, yeah, your boys.
They're above everyone else in the world.
No.
Above my family.
But yeah, for me, the Hardy Boys sort of encompass what the Attitude Era was for tag teams. The tag team wrestling matches during that period, man. There's some good fucking
good shit
stuff.
And they're edgy, aren't they?
Yeah.
And that's what the Attitude Era was. My number 3, coming in hot, Chris Jericho, Big Boy Jericho. You know, Y2J. You know, he beat both of the big boys, didn't he?
He did.
Won both titles, and he's just a lad. You know, He's probably my favourite all-rounder. Is he? No,
he's not.
He's one of the best all-rounder wrestlers.
Top 5,
ever.
sure.
And his promo ability as well. It's just, and his little pineapple head hair, putting the podcast and that.
Y2J, mate. Y2J.
Why? Yeah, and the break the walls down. He's a lad, isn't he?
He's a lad.
My brother's favourite wrestler of all time as well.
Which brother's that?
Liam.
I've heard of that one.
He stole his coat.
No, I didn't steal his coat. I took it with force because he didn't deserve it. It's a difference.
Drunk crying days.
Got drunk on an alcoholic cider last night, though, didn't I?
But yeah, Jericho.
Now, you're going to be surprised at this, because my number 3 is Chris Jericho.
What's happening?
So, great debut, you know, the countdown that had been going on forever, and it came down and interrupted The Rock. Just two of the best talkers in the business. Just throw them together at the start. There you go. Insta cash. Insta, you know. He pretty much, he started the influx of guys that were disenfranchised at WCW jumping ship. You know, whereas before it was everyone jumping the other way. And then you got the guys like Chris Jericho, you got the Radicals, you know, your Chris Benoit's, your Eddie Guerrero's, your Dean Malenko's, your Perry Saturn's, all jumping shit. And it was just telling, really. He was in a lot of great angles and great stuff. Great matches all round against Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, you know, just putting on clinics every fucking pay-per-view they were on. On the undercard as well, you know, not even main event. That's how stacked the fucking era was, you know, with star power. His Royal Rumble 2001 match against Chris Benoit in a ladder match for the IC title is just top tier entertainment. You know, as you said, one of the best all-rounders in the business, can work pretty much any style. Arguably top 10 talkers of all time. Well, not even arguably, just is. Constant, you know, reinvention, never becoming stale.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, one of the greatest minds in the business.
He's one of them that's always got a push behind him.
Yeah, and I remember when he beat Triple H in the year 2000 to win the big belt, but it got reversed, didn't it, on that night, because Triple H and fucking Vince's daughter, Stephanie.
Stephanie McMahon Helmsley.
But my boy Chris Jericho, just a lad.
Well, my number 2 is the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. The good old Rock.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne. We're going to talk about him later. But right now, we're going to talk about what he did best in his life, you know. Crazy to think about his journey. He wasn't in wrestling for that long.
No.
Now he's the highest paid actor in the world. But yeah, you don't even have to say much about him.
Everyone, when you say wrestlers, you know, everyone knows The Rock, don't they? He's one of the first ones that comes to mind for people. Had that crossover appeal, didn't he?
Best seller of all time for me.
He's up there.
His rivalry with Stone Cold, just best rivalry.
It's a good rivalry, actually.
And it's in the midst of the Attitude Era, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
What drove it, the driving force. The two big, amazing performers, really. And The Rock's promo ability is just...
second to none. It's unmatched, pretty much.
It's the best, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like talking about Kane, how he did the, when Kane had to talk through the fucking
Yeah, the
bloody
little
throat thing,
voice thing.
and The Rock imitated that, and he just didn't care, did he?
No.
Whatever he said.
Well, it was a time when a lot more unscripted stuff, weren't it, Vince?
Yeah, and he's got so many fucking catchphrases. I mean, people still today, obviously, just come in the pants every time he says either like the millions or
Million.
just anything he says, really, innit? When he walks into a room.
Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
They don't like him when he stands next to Roman Reigns, though.
No, they don't. No.
But yeah.
Well, I know your number one's going to be then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So in at number two is a man who sort of had many different facets of his character, you know. It's the three faces of Foley. It's my boy Mankind, my boy Cactus Jack, and my boy Dude Love, you know. We discussed him a bit earlier now with your stuff. That was specifically Mankind, of course, but I had him in my list, obviously, for the last one we did. Sort of, he debuted in around 96, and I said sort of him and Goldust and stuff were the sort of people that helped propel it towards this direction, you know, because every match he had was violent, pretty much, you know. He's just good. And, you know, when Cactus Jack came about, you knew shit were going to kick off, because that's his more violent character. And Dude Love's just pretty sick too. They're just very different characters, but they're the same, obviously. But it worked. It worked.
Speeding through that flaming table.
That's 2006 though, isn't it?
I know, though, I just like that.
And who can forget when he came into the Royal Rumble as all the characters?
Yeah.
You know, simpler times, weren't it? You know, had a great series of matches against The Rock, where he finally won the big one, you know.
Saved the company.
Because that's the first time they won the ratings for like 83 weeks against WCW. Great matches against Triple H, as much as I'm not a fan of him. You know, the Hell in a Cell and the No Holds Barred match at Royal Rumble. Who can forget when he got thrown off that giant fucking Hell in a Cell, mate? I think they're in 98.
That's what made the Hell in a Cell match.
Well,
it's still around today.
And just all-round good egg. Can do a great promo. Great worker for a fat fuck, you know. I liked it when he teamed with The Rock in the Rock and Sock connection. Pretty sick. Just a lot of good shit. Just overall good guy. I imagine he's a magnificent lover as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all that hair and Mr.
Appreciate
Sock.
it. Very nice. Yeah, my number one is obviously the man called
Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn.
No, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin, isn't it? He's just got an aura about him. He's the most plain-looking wrestler in the world.
Bald and black trunks. What more do you need?
But when that music drops and that glass shatters, people went mental. And he is just attitude, isn't he? Against everything. The business, Vince, he can even be a babyface as well as a heel.
Well, yeah, he was sort of what the original tweener, you know, anti-hero thrown through pretty much.
Yeah,
and that
he very much looked like a heel, but was a fan favourite enough to be a babyface.
Yeah, the fans loved him. He sold a lot of merch.
Yeah.
Austin 316 says, "I just whooped your ass." That
And the
started it
beers.
all, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, he stole that from Sandman, but
Yeah, but more famous, isn't
and a better worker. Of course, he didn't wrestle drunk.
he? He just did so much crazy shit.
There's a lot of good stuff in that era. And who can forget when he turned evil and joined forces with Mr. McMahon?
Yeah.
WrestleMania 17.
Beautiful
Greatest
stuff.
pay-per-view of all time? Question mark.
Indeed. I love him. And he's got one of the coolest finishes. You know, it's simple as fuck.
Stunner is great.
And
But
The
it's
Rock
only as
sells
good
it
as the
best.
man who sells it.
Yeah. The Rock just does a lovely sell on the Stunner. And they're just, like I said, their rivalry. Just,
Spanned a good few years, didn't it?
yeah.
They kept coming back to each other.
It didn't really get boring. People
I
always
suppose it
wanted
was-
to see it.
It spaced out over like 6 years.
I think just like the respect for each other as well.
Yeah.
And then any time they kind of showed any love towards each other, just made it even better. That was just the best time in WWE, wasn't it? And he's just a cool motherfucker, isn't he? Stone Cold. Why ain't he on yours?
He is, honourable mention.
Are you not a massive...
I'm not the biggest fan now. You want to know who I am a biggest fan of?
Who?
Most electrifying man, sports entertainment today. The great one, the people's champion, the jabroni beating, pie eating, you know, the man who will lay the smackdown on your candy ass. Road Dogg.
Yep.
No, it's The Rock, of course.
Dwayne.
The man who was booed by the fans as a babyface in 1995, then turned heel and got over. If only they did that with Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
They didn't, though, did they?
Oh.
Yes, this man who was in the Nation of Domination in 97. You know, he joined that faction of baddies. And then he overthrew the boy Farouk and became the leader. Changed his name from Rocky Maivia to just The Rock. Started talking about himself in the third person. Had all these catchphrases. Was egotistical as fuck. Oh, I love him. Won that belt, you know. Which
Big
belt?
Scorpion
Who
King,
knows?
isn't
He's in The Scorpion King, correct.
he?
Greatest film of all time.
He is Hollywood, isn't he?
He had so many great matches, especially his WrestleMania 17 match. I will go on about WrestleMania 17 a lot because I'm a big fan of that. Against Stone Cold, no disqualification match, just wonderful stuff.
You're making me like wrestling again.
It's just, he's the best talker in the business. He's not the greatest worker of all time, you know, compared to some others on the list, compared to your Jerichos and your Kurt Angles and your Shawn Michaelses. But he can sell like a motherfucker, can't he?
Yeah.
And who can't forget that little slidey people's elbow that he did against British Bulldog? Just awesome. The shittest wrestling move of all time, but I love it.
Yeah.
And the fans just ate it up. They loved it. And he's in just some of the most memorable things, you know, of all time. The stuff with Mankind, the stuff with Stone Cold, even the stuff against Triple H, as much as I hate him. The stuff with Jericho, the matches with Benoit, the stuff with Kurt Angle, his tag team stuff. Oh, he's good.
In that time, you could have rivalries with the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Yeah, even had rivalries against lowly people like British Bulldog, your Billy Guns, you know. God, and he destroyed them with his promos, and they were never the same again. Billy Gunn was getting a major push in 1999. He won the King of the Ring tournament and everything, and he were put into a feud against The Rock, and The Rock just like destroyed him.
Ripped him apart.
Yeah, with his words.
Yeah.
With his words.
He probably literally ripped every wrestler apart.
Yeah, he's good, and that's why he comes in at number one, rightly so. So yes, my top five: Kane, the Hardy Boys with his head, Chris Jericho, Mick Foley, the Three Faces of, you know, Mankind, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and the Dwayne Johnson Rock.
Mine was Kane, Mankind, Chris Jericho, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Very similar lists.
Indeed. I mean, there's so many wrestlers we could choose from.
I mean, I had about 1 billion honourable mentions.
Who would be top of the honourable?
Would be at the top of them.
Mm.
Maybe Kurt.
Yeah. I was thinking, because he had some good rivalries.
He did.
But yeah, that were a fun hairy pineapple.
Better than the past few that I've not planned.
Should we get onto the small pineapples? And let's talk about trailers. Right. But before we talk about trailers, this episode's going to be full of trailers, okay? So if you don't like trailers, you can lick my shit. Yeah. First trailer we're going to talk about, Death on the Nile, the second film of Kenneth Branagh's Agatha Christie novel adaptation.
Poirot.
Have you seen Murder on the Oriental Express?
No, it's not the Oriental Express.
Yeah, no. Orient Express.
Did this trailer start off with a man fingering a woman in front of people?
I think so.
Because that's what I saw.
Yeah.
Right, so it weren't just me.
There was some kind of sexual activity going on. Yes, I can confirm.
I thought I was losing it, and I thought, oh, these trailers have all moulded into one, and now everything's just sex. So I watched a lot of trailers in the past hour.
But yeah, Death on the Nile got quite a few English people in. I know. Got Russell Brand, got Dawn French,
got a lot of people in.
Robert Dibley herself.
Yeah, Jennifer Saunders.
Yeah, obviously Gal Gadot, whatever your fucking name is, isn't it?
Yeah, Gal Gadot.
Yeah, looks alright, doesn't it? Egypt's got some naughty people in it. I haven't watched the first. I do want to watch the first one, but I do like a good murder mystery.
Yeah, I'm a fan of a mystery film.
Are you a fan of Kenneth Branagh as Poirot? How do you say his fucking name?
Poirot.
Poirot. You a fan of that?
I've not seen the first one, so I can't comment, you know.
I'm just on about his moustache.
He has a twirly moustache.
Yeah.
Got a lot of time for that.
Should we talk about the next trailer?
Let's do this.
The Secrets We Keep, starring Joel Kinnaman and that other woman.
Well, I didn't watch this one because I forgot to read the list apparently properly.
Oh.
Explain.
It's right, this woman, her parents die from a guy, and then she thinks Joel Kinnaman's a guy, so she abducts a guy and keeps him hostage, and then she's not sure if he's a guy, and then he's like, I'm not the guy. But then there's stuff he does in the trailer that tells you that he might be the guy, and maybe is a guy.
Right. Okay. Sounds a bit shit, that, doesn't it?
It looked alright.
It didn't look good enough for me to remember the name to look it up.
It's a tense thriller, everyone.
Oh, God.
About this couple who are in over their heads because they've just abducted a guy and they're like, oh shit, what do we do now? Should we kill him? Probably not. That's illegal.
Next trailer.
On the Rocks.
Sofia Coppola.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray, Rashida Jones, Marlon Wayans, that's his name.
Yep. It looks fun, this, doesn't it?
I'm a big fan of Sofia Coppola.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of her film Lost in Translation, which stars Murray.
Okay.
I like it when they worked. That's in my top 10 films of all time, you see.
I've never seen it.
You should watch it with your eyes and your heart.
It's got Black Widow in it.
It does have a Black Widow in, yeah.
But yeah, Bill Murray looks like a cunt, doesn't he?
Yeah, I like it.
Like, every man's like me. Sex.
Yeah.
And Marlon Wayne's like, I'm not a bad guy.
You might be, though.
Yeah. Might
You don't
pull
know,
the
we'll have
rug,
to wait and see.
might tug us off.
Yeah, sure.
With plot. You've never been tugged off with a plot twist, mate?
Not recently.
You've never watched a M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong
You've
film.
never seen The Iron Mask.
I don't think anyone has. But yeah, it looks fun. It looks like one of them, because it's shown as kind of a comedy, isn't it? But then it looks like one of them comedies that's going to make you break down and cry and just...
Like Lost in Translation.
Yeah.
In many
Because he
ways.
thinks he's a man, but he's a woman.
Got a little vagina.
The next trailer I thought looked very cool. Let Him Go.
Let him go.
Let Him Go. Kevin Costner.
My girl Diane Lane.
Yeah.
Superman's parents, obviously, in that film.
Oh yeah, shit. Maybe this is a prequel.
Yes, it is.
They're on a farm.
Yes, that's canon now. That is now canon. I love Diane Lane, though. She's one of my early crushes. Ever since I watched that film Unfaithful, where she's unfaithful to Richard Gere.
Richard Gere.
There's a lot of sex scenes in that. You see many tits. Oof.
I've
Young
got-
Ryan enjoyed that film. Young Ryan shouldn't have watched that film at that age.
Probably not.
Young Ryan did. Young Ryan still rewatches those scenes.
On website. But Let Him Go. It's about Kevin Costner. Dead son, grandchild stolen.
Yes, they have a grandson, and there's a woman who is the mother to the grandchild.
The widow to
Yes.
dead
Some
son.
might say a black widow. She's not, but...
Some might say.
And she gets beat by this dude, and they, like, take him to this farm, and then it's weird.
And then all the family's like, we like beating women, don't you? And then it looks like it's going to be a survival of the fittest.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just a weird family or if they're a cult or what.
I think it's going to take a very weird turn. But
It looks-
I like it.
It looks cool.
I saw Kevin Costner and I was like, oh,
Yeah, because he's very hit and miss, Mr. Costner is.
film about them wolves and dancing though, that's alright, isn't it?
That's a long film.
It is.
That's a very long film.
I watched that at school
I watched it
in multiple
out
lessons.
of choice, not at school. First time I
That's the
filmed
that's the first time I watched it. I've watched it again. My father is a very big fan of that film.
Is it?
He loves the soundtrack.
It is a good soundtrack, to be fair.
But yeah, Let Him Go. I'm going to be watching this one.
Is that a Netflix film?
I don't think so.
No.
So sure. Disney Plus next. Earth to Ned.
I like the look of this. You know I'm a big fan of puppets and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
My boy.
Alien talk show host. Looks interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's essentially just a talk show, and celebrities come on to talk to an alien.
Alien puppet. And it's a puppet guy, isn't it? That does all the puppets.
Oh yeah, Michael Jackson.
Yeah. The next trailer, The Right Stuff.
Space Race.
Hmm?
Space Race.
Oh yeah, with the guy from that lawyer TV show.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. It's another Disney Plus. Nat Geo original.
It's about going to space.
Like going to space, and who can get there first? Maybe it's a guy from Suits. It looks like a decent drama though.
I think there's a film based on the book already from the 80s.
Alright.
Called The
Okay.
Right Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seen it.
Nope.
Nice.
Don't care for Americans.
Next film, Blackbird.
Blackbirds keep singing.
Which one was this?
Susan Sarandon, Kate Winslet, Rainn Wilson, Mia Wasikowska.
Oh yeah, this looks good. This is probably the most famous family in the film. Sam Neill, don't forget Sam Neill,
as
mate.
well, yeah.
Jurassic Park's own.
No
Yeah.
dinosaurs though, unless you count Susan Sarandon because she's old as fuck.
She wants to die, doesn't she?
Yeah. I'm assuming she's dying.
Yeah,
Not in real life, guys, in the
in
film.
the film.
Yeah. Well, she might be. We don't know.
No.
It's actually a documentary. They're all family.
But no, it's about a family getting together to enjoy the last days of their grandmother because she's planning her suicide and stuff, isn't she? This looks like it's going to hit me in the feels, but it looks really good. And obviously,
It looked alright.
Mia Kawashika is like, no, I don't want my grandma to die. I want to know her for a bit longer. And then the little boy's like, yeah, but mate, she wants to die, doesn't she? Go on. And that's the film.
It does look good though.
Yeah, it does. Next film, Death of Me, another horror, starring the least known Hemsworth brother. Oh boy, he looks a lot different, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's also got my girl Maggie Q in.
Oh yeah, Maggie Q, who's also in another trailer.
She is. A better looking trailer, some would.
Yeah, well, this is about some kind of weird ghost of a dead, did they die video camera recording of
I don't know.
killing his wife.
Is it about drugs? Is it about weird religious shit? Is it all a dream? Is Maggie Q real? Am I real? That's what I'm taking from the trailer.
I'm taking that they're both ghosts and they watched how she died and then he dies on that beach somehow. And maybe he tried to bury her on that beach. I don't know. It's a weird fucking trailer, alright?
Confusing.
Looks good though. I'm going to watch the shit out of it.
I'm
I
not.
like horror films. But the next trailer, Time.
Yeah.
This looks confusing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Documentary about a black family and something about the father of a family going to work at a big house or something. Or they own the big house, or I don't fucking know, mate. And they're waiting to know when their father's coming home. But it's documentary. Looks weird.
He's not gone to a big house. He's in prison.
Is he in prison? What was the thing about the big house?
I'm assuming the big house is prison.
They were saying they own it though. So he's in prison.
Yeah.
And they're wondering when he's gonna come home. But the person on the phone's like, he's not coming home. Probably dead. But we're not going to tell you. Cause we're racist.
Pretty much.
But the next trailer, The Argument. This looks funny, doesn't it?
It's got Maggie Q in.
And that guy from Balls of Fury.
And that guy from Everybody Hates Chris.
Chris.
Everybody loves Chris. Everybody hates Chris.
Yeah.
It's everybody who loves Raymond.
They're both also in Walking Dead.
Are they? Who is?
Chris is Everybody Hates Chris guys in Walking Dead, and the Balls of Fury guy.
Is he?
Yeah, he's in the later seasons.
Oh, who's he play?
Big hairy fat guy.
Ah, he's big hairy fat guy.
But yeah, it's about a couple who have an argument, and then they have to recreate the night to see who won the argument, and it gets very convoluted, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's time loopy, but a time loop that they create themselves.
Yeah, they bring in actors to play them so they can see from a third person's perspective. It looks funny though.
It looks
good.
I like the look of it, yeah.
You're gonna watch this, aren't you?
Why?
Maggie Q.
Yeah.
The next trailer though, we are trying to blast through these because we the 800. You like this, don't you?
How do you know?
Asians.
Yeah, it's about the Chinese and the Japanese and the war.
That one English guy.
Ah, they're to China. Yeah. Or whatever he says.
And the representation of the courage of these soldiers through ancient Chinese battle man on his horse.
So essentially, it's Japanese forces are invading China. There's a few army guys and a bunch of like deserters maybe, or people who didn't want to join the army, and they have to fight to save this warehouse in like a 4-day battle. That's pretty much what it's about. It looks cool though.
It does look really good.
Yeah.
It looks like the atmosphere and the setting is really like nailed.
I can't wait.
And it's not all in subtitles because there's that one English guy, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, it's set in World War II, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Hiroshima.
It's set in 1937. I just got my dates wrong.
They're all World Wars, mate, aren't they?
They're true.
But that's the last of the film, TV, trailery.
Are we done? We've got them all done.
There's games though.
Oh.
First game trailer, Call of Duty Cold War. Shit trailer. There's going to be a next trailer in 3 days. This trailer is basically like, ooh, Russian people do Russian things in America.
Fuck you.
It's just literally like, I think it's live action. Can't even remember. It's just like a TV advert kind of thing, like an old.
It's Cold War. It's called, isn't it?
Yeah.
Make that up.
It's Black Ops. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.
To be fair, I haven't played a Call of Duty proper since probably Black Ops 2. Ages ago now.
Yeah, Call of Duty Cold War. The next one, I didn't watch much of it.
I've not seen any of these because I was running out of time. There were so many trailers.
Black Myth Wukong. It's based on the Chinese legend of Wukong, the Monkey King.
I don't know what that is.
He's in that Forbidden Kingdom film, isn't he?
Never heard of it.
Jet Li's character, the Monkey Man.
Don't know.
Goku from
Jet
Dragon
Li?
Ball Z is based on it.
Jet Li.
He's Jackie Chan.
Oh no.
But yeah, this looks like a hack and slash. No, it's not. It's a bit of kind of Ghost of Tsushima feel.
Okay.
You play as a monkey with a
Nice.
staff. Well, a monkey man with a staff, and it looks pretty as fuck. Like, oof. But I literally watched like 30 seconds of it because I skipped through, so I was doing something at the time. We have had way too many trailers to watch this week, so I wasn't going to sit down and watch. I think it's a 13-minute gameplay trailer. Fuck that. But it looks, from the 30 seconds to a minute that I watched, looks really pretty, really good. And I love Wukong, Wukong, and the last trailer, Ghost of Tsushima Legends, the online multiplayer free update that they're going to do. It looks kind of like a deathmatchy battle royale.
Yeah, it's players can complete story missions based on Japanese mythology with another player. A horde mode in which players can fight waves of enemies will also be available for groups of 4 players, and a raid is set to be added post Legends launch.
Nice. We're going to play that.
Yeah, we're going to play a lot.
Yeah.
Because I have completed the game, unlike someone else.
I'm getting there, mate. I've not given up on it.
I'd planned, guys, on already having an episode out on Tsushima.
We can do it when the update comes out.
I was wanting to strike when the iron was hot. That was the plan. But somebody's like, you know what? I'm going to get PlayStation now and, like, let's play a bunch of FIFA.
And DA play, yeah. I'll just talk a bit about the Avengers beta that I played.
Oh, yes, and the Avengers beta.
Played what was shown at E3 all them years ago. The bridge mission thing that they showed off. Played as all the characters. It just feels it shouldn't be boring, but it feels boring to play. Unless you're playing as Black Widow or Captain America, but obviously Captain America apparently dies in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Well, I'm never playing it then.
Yeah, Hulk's a bit fun because it's literally just smash motherfuckers up. Thor is like playing as Kratos, and Iron Man's probably a boring character. Shouldn't be, because you should be able to fly around and fucking kick ass, but it's like...
It's quite restrictive.
Yeah, you can like go up and down and float slowly to go and punch someone, but I don't know if I'll get it after all this talk of, you have to get it.
If I've had to buy Tony Hawk's, game that I don't want.
I don't know, we'll see.
He says wanting it.
I don't know, we've seen some game trailers this week, and I might want one of them instead. Let's go on to the news. Not a lot of news this week. Not a lot of big news either. So, first bit of news, going to kick it off with Borat. He's been seen in Los Angeles. The character, Sacha Baron Cohen, has been filming what seems to be a Borat sequel in Los Angeles. Are you ready for a Borat sequel?
We don't need it.
No, we don't, do we? Are you a Borat fan?
It's alright.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Sacha.
I think I own Borat.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Sacha. I'm not a massive fan of Borat. I think it's alright, but he's a very talented man, Sacha. And I guess a lot of people jump at the chance to see a Borat too, but you know it's not going to be as good as the original. And what's the point? Speaking about what's the point now, Will Smith and Kevin Hart, they've been cast in a Planes, Trains and Automobiles remake. A beautiful film that's going to be ruined by mediocre talent. Yep, I just called Will Smith mediocre talent. Come at me. He's not that great anymore though, is he? He was big in the 90s and such, but...
Yeah, it used to be bankable.
Now it's like, let's get an old version of him and a young version of him and make him fight.
Now his family don't love him.
Yeah, wife sleeps with people and his son thinks he's a woman and who knows. Kevin Hart though, he's in that new Kevin Hart mockumentary thing that looks funny.
Yeah.
But no one wants this, do they?
Right. I've got nothing against remakes, you know. If they take a film that's shit and make it better, but why take a stone cold classic?
Definitely.
With starring the likes of Steve Martin and John Candy.
Immortalising John Candy as well.
you know, and just throw these people in who won't as good, and it won't have the same gravitas and feel about it. Shit's emotional in places, man.
Oh yeah.
I don't see because Kevin Hart's of course going to play the John Candy role.
Yeah. It's just going to be Kevin Hart screaming a lot and waving his arms around like he always does. That's literally Kevin Hart's comedy. Screams about himself being small and waves his arms around.
So yeah, it's unneeded, and it made me sad when I saw it.
I bet there's a scene in the film where Kevin Hart and Will Smith singing a song in a car dancing. Just going to put that out there. We don't need it. Don't do it. But we're doing it. Guess what? Disney Plus might be getting an R-rated section so we can put all the bums back in films. Maybe it's going to have like a password.
Yeah.
So all the little kids.
Mine won't because I don't have kids.
They might put one on there. You might have to pay extra a month for this R-rated section.
$69.69 is my password.
Hey, nice.
Kids have to type that in and then ask, "Oh, what's that for?" Then I explain it to them, and then I write to Disney and be like, "This is what you've made me do."
And we don't even know if it's going to have a password. But yeah, I think it's good though because they've got all the films, haven't they? And they're not doing it with them because they don't want kids to see dicks and such. Logan's not on there, is it?
No.
It should be.
I've not seen it.
Not seen Logan?
You know I've not seen it. We have this discussion every time I say I've not seen it.
That's Hugh Jackman film.
Huge.
Sort.
Yeah, it's got tits in, hasn't it?
Speaking about Disney though, Kylo Ren might be getting his own series or film spin-off, TV spin-off.
Well, we don't need it.
No.
I'm not a fan of it. So.
You haven't even seen episode 9.
Nope.
Oh, there's a weird kiss in that film, mate.
Is there?
Oh. No, we don't need it. We don't need it. Blade, talking about R-rated Disney.
Well, Blade's not going to be R-rated, is it, sadly?
Oh, no, definitely not.
When it should be.
It won't have blood. It'll have, like, the vampires, when they get slashed with his sword, will, like, turn into ash or something.
Yeah, dust and stuff.
Chad Starsky wants to direct it. John Wick guy.
I'm down for that.
Yeah? Is that just because you want to see some good action?
No, it's just because I like Blade.
And John Wick.
Yeah. It fits. You know, it fits.
Talk about Marvel characters and such. Olivia Wilde is a Marvel character.
Oh, my.
No, she's set to be directing a Spider-Man film.
We believe it's going to be Spider-Woman.
Yeah.
For Sony, you know.
Or a Gwen Stacy. Spider-Gwen film, maybe, for the Spider-Man universe for Sony. What's she done before, Olivia?
She did that fucking Booksmart, wasn't it? She directed that. The sort of teenagey thing that got all the plaudits and stuff.
She's in Tron.
She's a what? A man trap?
She's in Tron.
Oh, Tron. I thought you called her a man trap.
Yeah, Booksmart, yeah. Oh, she directed the music video for Dark Necessities, Red Hot Chili Peppers. All right. Decent.
Never heard of them.
No, why not? I guess throw some more films that we don't need at us. This news section's...
I'm just tired and angry is what it is. Tired and angry.
And we just don't need any of it. Just like the next bit of news. JC Chandor directing Kraven the Hunter film. Who cares?
I love Kraven.
Yeah, but...
I'm a big fan of the character.
He shouldn't have his own film, should he?
No.
He should be in Spider-Man Homesick. Yeah. They're obviously going down the route of setting up some kind of Sinister Six with Venom and Kraven. I didn't even know Kraven the Hunter film was a thing until this news. But who's JC Chandler? Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look. See, JC. A Most Violent Year. Margin Call. All Is Lost. Triple Frontier. That's what he's done. Shall we get on to the dead people? The only thing that can lighten this new section up. Right. Are you ready for the first name? Tetsuya Watari. Tetsuya.
Come on.
Atari 500.
Watari. He's not named after the game's console. There's a fat kid outside.
Going fat.
Just walking in the middle of the road.
Going to get an ice cream.
No ice cream van today, mate. They were arguing on the street earlier.
Really?
Right, yeah, because apparently this woman called cops on a 12-year-old. We don't know what for. They were just arguing on the street outside my house while I was watching the trailers.
Nice.
That's why it took me forever, because I was looking out window. I love Manton, man. It's great, isn't it? So yeah, Tetsuya Watari. He was a star of Japanese stage and screen, you know. It was in a lot of sort of the Yakuza films in the 60s, you know, the cool looking shit, you know, like Tokyo Drifter. Very
Tokyo
famous.
Drift.
No, not Tokyo Drift. You know, Battles Without Honor, you know, just done a lot of cool shit. But then he died of pneumonia
Oh.
at age 78, dead. Next,
Ben Cross,
Ben Cross, actor,
actor.
dead. He's in Chariots of Fire, that film.
Oh, that's long.
Do, 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 do. I run on a beat. My name is Ben Cross, and I won't reach 73 because I died at 72.
Oh, sucks to be him
And he
then.
played someone called Sarek in Star Trek,
Hmm.
the new films.
Oh, new Star Trek.
What else is he in? I've seen. Oh, he's in A Bridge Too Far.
Oh, yeah, I saw a lot about this guy. on Facebook. Yeah, he plays Spock's dad, doesn't he?
Oh, is that who he plays?
Yeah,
Well, anyway, he's dead.
yeah.
And we can just thank God for that.
Yep, Chi-Chi Devine. Devine? Divine?
Chi-Chi or Gigi?
Don't know. It's a lot, shall we? Or we annoy all the Drag Race fans.
Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi.
Obviously was an American drag queen
Yeah.
and a reality TV personality, you know, came to fame pretty much for being on RuPaul's Drag Race and whatnot.
Yep. Also appeared on Drag Race All Stars, so
Nice.
she's appeared twice on RuPaul's shows.
Yeah, was diagnosed with something called, and I'm probably going to butcher this name, scleroderma, and died sadly from about a pneumonia contracted during a kidney failure related scleroderma.
But yeah, she was 34, wasn't she?
He was 34 years.
Call them she's now. Right. But all the drag races, all the drag queens have lovely messages for her, him, her. Yeah, have you ever watched RuPaul's Drag Race?
No,
It's quite funny.
yeah, but it's alright.
Yeah, Judge Fudge is a big fan.
Big fan.
Yeah, decent. Rip. The next one though, Frankie Benali.
My boy Frankie, an American
Frankie
drummer.
goes to Hollywood.
No, he was a drummer in the band Quiet Riot. You know Quiet Riot. They sing a wonderful, wonderful cover of "Come On Feel the Noise" by Slade, which was my go-to get pumped song for going on nights out. Also played drums in Wasp and with Billy Idol as well. Just yeah, you know, dead.
How did he die?
Pancreatic cancer, age 68.
Yeah, that'd kill you, wouldn't it? And the last dead person we're going to talk about.
I'll let you take this one.
Yep. He is the Red Hot Chili Peppers guitarist, Jack Sherman. He played on their debut album as well as their first tour of the USA. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of the debut album, but he was there at the start, weren't he?
Way to shit on his legacy.
He was there at the birth of one of the most famous bands of all time. And
One of the most overrated bands of all time.
fuck off. Fucking coming in.
They're up there though, aren't they, with Linkin Park?
I'm going to rim you. But yeah, he's dead. I don't know how he died. We couldn't even get his name until about 10 minutes ago. But yeah, he's not the best Red Hot Chili Peppers guitarist. And that's the end of the dead people section. Tragic.
Oh yes, it was tragic.
You know what else is tragic? Cole Sprouse. Splitting up with his girlfriend, Lily Ryan.
Damn him.
Oh man, they broke up in March, mate.
I don't fucking care. I need to sleep.
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, though.
No, I didn't have Sky, mate, because I'm not a posh rich prick.
Well, you know who's been in the news quite a lot?
Oh.
Princess Diana.
Yeah, she died, didn't she?
Yeah. And multiple people were like, I've got to play her, including Elizabeth Debicki. Who's Elizabeth Debicki, mate?
Gold Woman from Guardians 2, mate.
Oh, let's skip that news then, because she's in that shit film. Supernatural. You watched it?
I've seen the first season.
What did you think?
It's alright.
Yeah, do you like Jason Eccleston?
I've seen the first season.
He's the cool
I think
brother.
he's
isn't he?
alright.
He's the cool brother, isn't he? The cooler one.
They do a crossover with Scooby-Doo.
They I think one of the brothers dies each season and comes back the next.
Nice.
Bit repetitive. But no, he's in Boys season 3, isn't he? Boys season 2 hasn't even come out. But yeah, he'll be good because that show's like, ooh, fuck superheroes, we'll kill them all. And he'll be like, hey, I can swear and make funny jokes.
I can fight the devil. Let's get my brother.
Yep. I think Jeffrey Dean Morgan was rumoured to be in it as well.
Was
Maybe
it?
it's just a big crossover.
Maybe.
Spooky stuff.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Yeah, do you know what else is spooky?
Oh, AIDS.
No, I mean, some people. A mysterious heartbeat has been found 100 light years away in a space cloud. Who is it?
Galactus.
It's Jackie Chan, mate. It's Tom Cruise. Spaced into the space cloud and being like, dum heartbeat.
Do you reckon he's going to come and eat our world?
I reckon it's just a soft fart
Oh.
from God.
God's not real, though. Galactus is.
Oh.
One is a fictional character.
Weird, though, isn't it? There's aliens, mate. Just
Aliens are
proves it.
real. Of course they are.
I mean, Mexicans are we?
Not for long.
Creepy, though.
Yeah, Mexicans are. That's about it.
No, what else is creepy? Like Lawrence Fishburne. Fishburne. Fuck's sake. Fishburne.
Warren.
Isn't in Matrix 4. You know why?
No.
Because he's black. We
They don't
like
like
black
lights on
people.
screen anymore.
No.
The Wachowski brothers became women, and then they started being racist.
Yeah. Why isn't he actually in it?
He just didn't get invited, apparently. No more room at the party. Doors closed.
Or one of the fan favourite characters of the series.
Yes.
Arguably the best actor in the series as well. But we don't want you anymore because we got Neil Patrick Harris in it. That's weird though. There's going to be someone who's on that. I can feel it.
Neil Patrick Harris is going to blackface or play Morpheus.
It's because they didn't want to show a black guy giving out drugs anymore, did they?
Yeah.
That's it.
Negative stereotype, innit?
Speaking about black guys though, Space Jam 2
Electric Boogaloo.
got some images put out there, didn't it? Of LeBron. Was it even LeBron?
Yeah.
LeBron James in it with that rabbit. Yeah, but if you like Space Jam and Lola Bunny and many hentais, go and look at this picture. Daniel Day Kim though and Randall Park, untitled heist film for Amazon Asian people.
Asian people.
You like heist films.
I do like heist films.
You like the Amazon River.
I've been there.
Daniel Day Kim had coronavirus and got over it. And he was also in that shit Hellboy film. Next news. Jack Black, is he Officer Dick?
Rumoured to be.
Is he Officer Duck? Is he Officer Dick in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 and 2 HD? Who knows? He's been in a lot of the promo videos, so probably. Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo.
Guillermo del Toro. He's
It's
Pinocchio. He's ranking up that cast, isn't he? For his stop motion fucking film. It had Kate Blanchett, Tim Blake, Nelson, and Finn Wolfhard on. Also along with the many other Ron Perlmans of the world.
And the Ewan McGregors.
And the Danny DeVito's.
We can only
That's
hope.
why. But yeah, it's probably going to be good, isn't it?
He
Guillermo
does make the films like Blade 2.
And that one about the fish person.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Hellboy.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
The Golden Army.
Yeah.
Extended edition.
Lee Pace. And a bit of news that's going to lead us into the Big Pineapple of the Week.
Are we done?
Well, we got a little bit of news that's going to lead us into the Big Pineapple of the
Can we
Week.
go?
Ray Fisher. He's not happy, is he?
He's not.
Justice League. He's made some claims, hasn't he? Against people and cutting
Bold
out his
claims.
scenes. And
Bold.
do you know him? Because I don't really know him.
He claimed that because he was black, he wasn't allowed to sit near anyone else. I made that up, but
Oh.
I can't remember. I read it, but I couldn't care less. I like how he was all lovey-lovey when the film was coming out, saying it's the
Yeah.
best film he was on.
Contracted though, weren't
But because his career's not taken off, let's
Yeah,
not
maybe.
bother everyone, shall we?
he? So yeah, he made some claims. They might be true. They probably are. It's Hollywood. But it's not.
It's
Not the
just
fault for his career not really taking off, is it? Maybe if we showed him taking off in Justice League, because he's a robot man, maybe his career would have done the same.
Maybe if he weren't in a shit film. Maybe, right, if he didn't take roles for cash and actually read it for being a good script, right, then maybe
But
he
when
could have a case.
When he signed on, it might have been a good script.
No, it was never going to be a good script.
And that's leading us in to the
Because-
Big Pineapple of the Week.
No, we're not finished with Ray.
Alright. You got a lot of beef.
I do now, yeah. He's angered me. In the last minute or so, he's really aggravated me. I'm just saying, hashtag fuck Ray. Let's get that trending, guys.
DC FANDOME. That's a big pineapple.
That sounds different to the Iron Mask.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe because I had 3 notes for the Iron Mask.
Oh, well, that's 2 more than me. Let's just we'll do a quick review of the Iron Mask so far, and then I'll finish it for the Airy Pineapple.
Alright.
Do you want to go first?
Pros, Charles Dance.
He's in it a little bit, isn't he?
Do you have any pros?
Jackie Chan's in it.
Yeah.
And I liked the variety of logos.
Now cons. Logos.
Yeah, there's a lot of logos, isn't there?
About 20, mate.
Yeah.
CGI. Ooh.
Bad. Yeah, bad.
And the editing.
And the sound mixing, the acting, the lack of action.
Basically anything you could see
Or hear.
or hear. It
And
is
I'll
Pirates
carry
of the Caribbean meets Mulan, isn't it?
It's what it says on the front of the Blu-ray cover, yes. 4 stars.
It's a
Martial
live action franchise meets a cartoon feature film.
All I'm saying is, it's from the producers of Kill Bill, mate. That's what it tells me. Front cover.
Oh,
But we'll carry that review on in a Hairy Pineapple segment.
we?
Yes, you're watching it with me.
Oh, fuck. So, yeah, instead, we thought, you know what? DC Fandome's happening. We was going to maybe put this in a Hairy Pineapple. Now we've switched it around, haven't we?
We had to.
The order for this is just the order of the trailers. So
Was there any other stuff? Was there like canon stuff?
Yeah, I've got that for the end. So we're going to kick it off with probably the biggest trailer.
The only one I care about.
There were a few.
The only one I care about.
The Batman.
The only one I care about.
You know, it
I
was
even
out
shared
to
this on my
start.
Facebook profile.
I know you did.
You didn't like it?
I didn't. It was out at the start of the podcast. It was a reoccurring thing
It's
for
been
quite
with
a
us for a
while.
while, hasn't it?
And now we finally got a proper look at him. God, it looks good, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? Oh, it does.
Gritty, dark.
I like it when he beats the shit out of that man.
Yeah.
And when he was already finished, but he threw some more punches to the face, mate.
Yeah, when he got on his knees and were just fucking hammering.
Snapping in the arm and then
Yeah, I did like that snap of the arm.
You got
Snapped
me.
upwards, mate.
I was feeling it already, but then that bit happened, and I'm like, you've got me. I'm fully invested.
Yeah, because the trailer opens with a criminal man taping up some guy's face and writing a message for Batman, and it's Jim Gordon from the GCPD. And then it's just kind of loads of little snippets into it. I've got a question for you, boy.
Me?
Who do you think the main villain's going to be?
The Riddler.
The Riddler?
Yeah, he's just a man who rides bikes really close to cars.
Well, I've rewatched... Wait, what? I've rewatched this trailer.
What his villainy is. He just rides really close to cars on his bike. The Riddler.
Ah, pretty annoying, actually.
See? He's not that evil, but just evil enough.
But yeah, I rewatched this trailer about 5 times. Not gonna lie.
I've only seen it twice.
I'm a big Batman mark.
You are.
And I noticed something, and then I looked it up, and it's been noticed as well. Do you know when he gets the card, which has the little riddle-y kind of thing on it? It's got an owl on it.
Oh.
It's an owl card, and the little symbols and shit, and not really a riddlery, I didn't think. So my big brain was like, coat of owls, isn't it? They're going to be pulling all the strings. Because at the end of the trailer as well, he says, he gets like a message and he's like, oh, you're like involved in this as well, along them lines. And then he says, how? And then he goes, you'll see. Which would refer back to the history of Gotham and the Wayne family tree and stuff, which is obviously the storyline of Court of Owls. And I think Alfred's going to play a massive part in that, and that would be fucking cool, wouldn't it, mate? Because they've confirmed the Riddler for this, and they've confirmed the Penguin. They haven't really confirmed anyone else. They've kind of hinted at Harvey Dent, but it would be good to see the Riddler teaming up with Court of Owls. Because, you know, the Court of Owls is a secret society, and the Riddler likes to piss people off.
He does, he's a fan.
It's like, ooh, who's the Court of Owls, baby? You'll know Batman. But, let's talk about the way he looks. So I think it's the best on-screen Batman that we've got so far from the 2 minutes. The look of him, at least.
It looks good. He looks good.
You know, it is an armoured batsuit, but it just looks so fucking cool. I'm ready.
I like it when he gets shot.
Yeah, and he's young.
Yeah, he's young.
Proper marked out for this last night.
Yeah. We watched this together for the first time last night at about 2 a.m, something.
Yeah. I've got some like little note that being announced later on. It takes place in the second year of him being Batman, but is heavily inspired by the Year One comic.
Great comic.
Kicks a tree in the animated film. Kicks a tree down, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And it's a separate kind of universe-y thing to Ben Affleck, so not going to be tied to that. It looks like Joker's in this universe, at least.
Yeah.
The
gang.
The gang. And
It's one of the gang members who gets fucked up by Batman in the trailer.
yeah, he's got obviously the white face and the Joker smile. I mean, they've said that Joker, the film, is separate from all the DCEU things. It just makes sense, won't it? I mean, Joker was a highly praised film, and this looks like it's going to hit the mark, definitely. Just whack them both together and see what happens.
Yeah, but that could be recipe for disaster.
The tone of them both look very, very similar.
Just watch Taxi Driver,
And
King of Comedy.
I think that's going to be fucking amazing.
It does look good though, doesn't it?
Yeah, and the Batmobile as well. I mean, we saw Batman, we saw Gordon.
We saw Selena.
Oh yeah, Catwoman with a little
it.
cat ears. We saw a little kind of fight between them two as well. And we saw a masked criminal, which is probably most definitely the Riddler, just with tape all over his face for some reason. Even though it could be Hush. We never know. He did look very Hush-esque. But yeah, the Batman. Can't wait for some new footage.
Yeah.
Because it was just...
Why is it not dropped yet?
It was just a teaser trailer, but...
It was a long teaser trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Like 2.5 minutes long.
Yeah. I want to see the Penguin.
Yeah.
That's some character I'm most interested in. Just because it's Clark Fell.
Penguin is probably my favourite Batman villain. So.
He's got a decent Rose Gallery on it.
As well as Scarecrow.
But let's talk Wonder Woman, shall we? 1984. There was a few more bits added. I mean, a lot of it was what we've already seen. Looks a lot more generic than the first film, doesn't it? Looks like it's following that formula of trying to be a comedy superhero film. Which is a bit annoying. Cheetah, yeah. I don't know. I loved the first Wonder Woman film.
I enjoyed the first Wonder Woman film, yeah, for the most part.
This just kind of looks, I don't know.
I like the look of it.
80s on it.
I think.
I don't know. There's something off about it.
I think Cheetah's not a god.
Just a cheetah woman, isn't she?
I don't think she can go up against Wonder Woman, realistically.
I mean, there's most definitely going to be a bigger bad in it. I know Thingy's in it. Guy.
Ah, yes, the guy.
Mandalorian guy. Pedro Pascal. He plays a business owner who owns a big satellite thing. And he's apparently looking for crystals and shit. So there's going to be...
Meth.
Probably. There's going to be some... He's probably going to transform into fucking Darkseid or some shit.
Oh, don't
talk about Darkseid, though.
Don't joke like that, though.
Why? Because it's a possibility.
Yeah.
Big beam in the sky transforms into Darkseid.
No.
Talk about Darkseid, though. We got first trailer for Justice League.
No. Next.
Did you not like the look?
What I didn't like is it ruined Leonard Cohen for me forever.
Oh, come on. That was funny, though, wasn't it?
As soon as it kicked in, I was like, I hate life.
On the nose as fuck, though. Hallelujah playing in the background. Hallelujah. We finally got the trailer for the film he wanted to make all them years ago. It looks better, right? It actually looks like there's some character development in Steppenwolf, and it looks like it looks like it makes a lot more sense than the original film, in my opinion. I'm not saying it's going to be good. I'm just saying it looks better than the garbage that we got. And I want this to be good, to be honest. I want it to be alright. Yeah, it's annoying that it's actually happening. Yeah, they should have just released it in the first place and not release that god-awful mess. But it looks better, and I think Darkseid's only going to be in it for that one little scene. I think that one little scene is going to be tied into the Flash storyline, because there were a lot more Flash stuff in this trailer. We got to see him in the kind of running through the time thing. From what we saw in Batman v Superman, I think he's obviously going to run to the edge of life and see Darkseid and his army and stuff. We got more Steppenwolf. We got the original design. We got him not being as powerful, going with like a little sheet over his head. We got Wonder Woman with Aquaman's broken trident. It just looks like it makes a lot more sense when you watch this and then watch the original first trailer for the Justice League. It looks a lot more fleshed out. But guess what? It's been confirmed that it's going to be in 4 parts, each probably an hour long. You know why? It's HBO Max. points and money. That bit's annoying, obviously. But you can't say it looks worse than the original Justice League.
It looks the same.
It doesn't. Everything's new. Literally all that trailer's new footage. Apart from the end when we're staring. But then it's still kind of new because it's not flowers and shit. It's a helicarrier instead. Bit different.
No. I don't like films anymore.
No, but we spoke to Grandad Dick, and apparently he already watched it, and he said it's just all the same scenes from the original film, but it's not. It's literally all new scenes. It's literally not Joss Whedon, Jesus. Literally Zach going, look, I've got new footage for this film. Don't think it's going to be the same. Maybe that's all the new footage he's got, but we'll find out, I guess. But it didn't look as bad. Like, I really wanted to hate this DC Fandome thing, and it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Next up, we got Suicide Squad. Looks better though, doesn't it? Looks better than the orig. And James Gunn said it's the most exciting career move he's ever done.
They were, all the cast were just bouncing on his dick, mate, in that little featurette.
Oh yeah, I know.
So much. I hated every second of it.
But would you, from going from David Ayer to James Gunn?
David Ayer is a wonderful director. He's made some great films. James Gunn made Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
David Ayer made Suicide Squad.
Both shit.
It looks better though. Have you not got faith in him?
No.
Nathan Fillion's in it, mate.
Yeah, I love Nathan Fillion, but he's going to get killed straight away.
Oh yeah, he definitely is. Who do you think's going to get killed? Because there's a lot of characters.
Everyone not called Harley Quinn.
I think Nathan Fillion is. I don't think Michael Rooker is. I thought he was going to when he got announced in the cast, but he was in that featurette quite a lot. I think that random woman with a machine gun, who's like no one. Weasel Knight.
I do like Alice Braga, though. She's a wonderful actress.
Yeah, Weasel Knight. What's
Weasel,
his name?
Played by his brother.
Yeah.
Nepotism to the max. Also cast his girlfriend in the film.
Did he? Who was his girlfriend?
Jennifer Holland, a.k.a. shit actress.
Who does she play in that?
She went in the trailer bit.
Oh, all right. Who else? Oh, Pete Davidson. I think he's going to die.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I don't like him. And that Javelin guy, because he was in, like, nothing. None of the featurette. I think Idris Elba, though, he looks really cool. Everyone thought he was going to play Bronze Tiger. Now he's playing, like... Bloodsport, yeah. And I don't want John Cena to die.
John Cena looks like he's having fun.
Yeah. Definitely. Peacemaker. Some of it's going to be really good. Harley Quinn looks more like Harley Quinn now. She don't look like fucking skimpy Halloween baiting Harley Quinn. You can't say that this looks horrible.
Can't say it looks good.
No, but it's an improvement.
Not tough, though, is it?
Definitely not, but King Shark's in it, though.
I do like King Shark. He's one of my favourite characters.
Polka Dot Man. I got a lot of time for Polka Dot Man. And it's the guy from Ant-Man and the Dark Knight. Who else is in it? We got Doctor Who.
Ratcatcher 2.
Yeah.
Thinker, played by Peter Capaldi. Who else? Well, obviously, Amanda Waller's back, Viola Davis, Yeah. Joel Kinnaman's playing Rick still.
Yeah.
And the worst one who's come back...
I'll go.
No, I was talking about Jai Courtney, but...
Oh, yeah. It's funny because everyone's got a change up of a costume and then Jai Courtney's literally the same.
He's not good.
He's not, is he? I don't think he's ever been good in anything he's ever done. What made him famous?
I don't even know.
Was it? He was in Clash of Titans, wasn't he?
Clash of Clans? The game?
Clash of the Titans.
Oh, I don't know. No, that was Sam Worthington, wasn't it?
Oh.
Back when he was a big thing.
Yeah, when he was in every film.
Doing that and Terminator Salvation and fucking the film with the blue folks, Avatar.
What's Jai Courtney even been in? Why did I know him before Suicide Squad? That's what I want to know. Let's have a look. Oh, he was in Die Hard 4, weren't? Not 4-5.
I've not seen that.
And he's in Terminator.
Is he as well?
A Good Day to Die Hard plays Bruce Willis's son.
He becomes thingy.
Yeah. But yeah, Suicide Squad. We're going to watch it, mate. Next up, we've got the most electrifying man in DC entertainment.
You've been waiting forever to say that, haven't
you? Yeah. Black Adam. We got concept art. Can The Rock be a villain? That's what I want to know.
He's a great heel in Will Wet.
Yeah. Can he translate that?
Yeah, of course he can.
All right.
It's The Rock.
What do you say?
And he's a villain in that one film.
What?
Tooth Fairy.
And
he's a bit of a dick in Game Plan, which is an awesome film.
He is a bit of a dick in Game Plan. I do like Game Plan. He ain't got hair though.
Grow hair.
Yeah, but his receding hair would have been perfect for Black Adam, and I'm not going to watch it because of that. But no, Hawkman's in it, Dr. Fate's in it, Cyclone's in it, Atom Smasher's in it, and he's versing them because they're the Justice Society.
Probably the second most excited I am out of all this stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like Atom Smasher, Cyclone, and Dr. Fate. I like Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate's cool. Bit of a cunt though. Like a shit Doctor Strange, you know.
I like a shit Doctor Strange.
I would love to be shit in Doctor Strange.
Shut up.
We literally got concept art moving. Games now. Boy oh boy, we got a cinematic trailer for Rocksteady's new The Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. This Harley Quinn is a lot more Harley Quinn than Harley Quinn's.
Yeah.
It's what Harley Quinn should be, not Margot Robbie. Graphics look good, don't they? I
It
mean,
looks fine.
it is a pre-rendered cinematic trailer, but it looks funny. They've got like the original Suicide Squad as well. Harley Quinn, Boomerang Man, King Shark, Deadshot. I thought there were a few little funny lines in it.
Yeah, I enjoyed the funniness.
Yeah, when he says, "I never miss," and everyone's like, and I love how they're just chilling in midst of like Brainiac killing everyone. It just looks fun, doesn't it? I don't know no one knows what the gameplay looks like or what the game's actually going to play
Well,
like.
2022 is it dropping? I think it said.
Yeah.
Well, be a long wait, I guess.
I like the song I was playing.
I can't remember what it was.
It was just a song, wasn't
Oh, just a song, yeah.
it?
Yeah, I
And
remember now.
Superman looks like John Cena.
Yeah, he did.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah. When I was watching it, I was like, it's John Cena.
And he kills that pilot, and then Captain Boomerang throws his boomerang, just whacks him in the head.
Donks off his head, doesn't it?
It does. I love
Captain
the donk.
Boomerang looked good in this.
He did. He looks like Captain Boomerang should.
I don't know what his powers are really, but he was running really fast at points.
Yeah, and he would like teleporting between boomerang throws and
Is that a thing he can do?
probably. I didn't know who Captain Boomerang was until David Ayer's Suicide Squad. So, and you know, in that film, he only throws one boomerang. Maybe he can just like move as quick as his boomerangs. Maybe the speed of the boomerang is how fast his feet move.
No.
It's the shittiest superpower in the world.
Not as shitty as the Riddler, though. We need to make that comic now, the Riddler.
Yeah. But yeah, and King Shark was funny in this.
King Shark's my boy, though. Mostly because Shark's my fave.
And Deadshot was actually doing trick shot. Who'd have thunk it? Not
With
just
jetpack.
that one trick shot. Yeah, he got a jetpack. Burnt that person, didn't
He did. He did do that. Were they aliens they were fighting? Because a lot of ooze and shit were coming out.
he? Yeah, well, the big like spaceship thing with the tentacles, that was Brainiac, so I'm guessing it is aliens.
I didn't even notice a spaceship.
But yeah, that's coming in 2020. We'll obviously get a lot more information on that.
Will
But
you be purchasing that one, do you reckon?
definitely. Maybe I'll wait till gameplay gets shown. One that I am going to purchase, definitely, is Gotham Knights, Warner Brothers Montreal's next game.
I haven't seen the trailer for this.
We
We were running out of time to record the podcast and I had so much left to.
the trailer opens up with Kevin Conroy.
Nice.
A message from Batman to the Bat family straight after the events of Arkham Knight as well, saying that if you're listening to this, I'm dead, and all that generic stuff. And then it's basically all the Bat family are left clean up the aftermath and clean up the villains that have now like roamed free and stuff.
Oh, does he die in the Batman thing then?
Have you not played Arkham Knight?
No.
Yeah, he dies at the end.
Oh.
Spoilers.
Well, I'll not play that now then. I own it as well.
Shit.
Oh, we're never going to play it anyway.
Yeah.
How does he die?
Scarecrow makes
Nice.
him
Gonna play it.
holds
A baby.
Jim Gordon and Barbara hostage, and then he makes him take off his mask and show everyone that it's Bruce Wayne, and then to protect I don't know why he does it, to be fair, I forgot. There's a reason. And then he goes back to Wayne Manor, and everyone's outside his manor like, oh my god, we need to speak to Batman, and then Wayne Manor blows up. So he kills himself.
So he's dead.
Yeah. I thought,
Right.
he's actually dead? Question mark. So, but yeah, it's a co-op game.
Oh, from the cooperative bank.
So you can either, it's solo or co-op. So you can either play
you've got the choice then. Right.
the full game in either solo or two-player co-op. The main 4 playable characters, you got Batgirl,
Nice.
Robin, who I
Nice.
think is Damian Wayne, Nightwing,
Nice.
and Red Hood.
But where's Dick the Kid?
Well, he'll be fucking Nightwing. won't
I
he?
know, but his name needs to be Dick the Kid.
Dick the Kid, Nightwing,
Yeah.
and Red Hood. And then I think because I watched the gameplay one as well. The gameplay one was focused on Batgirl's story, which she's up against. I think it's going to have everyone's got a villain.
Right. Okay.
So she's up against Mr. Freeze.
Nice. Great villain.
There's some really cool bike gameplay.
The question is there some really cool one-liners from Mr. Freeze?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can't remember them, but I know he has a few in there. The Court of Owls are the main antagonists. They're the one controlling everyone. Maybe like in the film The Batman.
Oh.
Robin looks interesting. He's got like a little sliver of a cape, and he's got a full face mask kind of thing going on. Well, he's got like his mouth out.
Yeah.
It's just like a red. I didn't want to say red hood because but yeah, it was some cool bat bike gameplay.
Nice.
Which doesn't have machine guns on it, so that's always a plus. It looks more gadgety orientated, like the combat. Just for Batgirl, because you saw Batgirl, and then I think you can literally like drop in, like online, you can just drop into their story and help them.
Right.
Or play it full like co-op experience, because it said in the top right, Robin has joined your game.
Yeah.
And then you drop in.
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, it looks really good. It looks more, they're trying to make it more kind of level up system based, which I'm not a massive fan of. And it's got numbers when you hit people, which is a bit annoying. And they've got health bars, which is a bit annoying. Because obviously in the Arkham games, it was literally, when they're dead, because there's a big in slow motion when you punch them. But yeah, it looks good. And I'm excited because I'm an Arkham mark.
Are you going to buy it with your money?
I am, and you should too. And then we can play co-op together. Who would you play as? Batgirl's got a baton, and she's got like basically all the stuff that Batman had. Robin's got his pole, Nightwing's got his 2 sticks, obviously, and Red Hood's got 2 guns. Bit overpowered, isn't it? But who would you most likely play?
I don't know.
Mine's between Nightwing and Red Hood.
Yeah, same, I think.
Yeah, Red Hood's cool as fuck, isn't it? And it's the you haven't played Arkham Knight. I mean, I've spoiled it already. You probably already knew that the Arkham Knight guy is Jason Todd.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's that Jason Todd still carrying on. I just love how it's a carry on from the Arkham games, because I thought they'd just be like put to bed now and they'd start anew. But yeah, looks good. Right, I've got some other bits of news now. Some quick little shenanigans. Just stuff that obviously we couldn't show any of. And Shazam 2's got its title, Fury of the Gods. Guessing Black Adam's going to be in it as well. That makes sense, wouldn't it? Aquaman 2 confirmed.
I think it's been announced as well, hasn't it, to be in it, Sinbad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Undisclosed role as of yet, though.
Aquaman 2 confirms Patrick Wilson return as Ocean Master. Some interesting Flash concept art shown. It shows his new suit, which is not a bunch of scrap metal put together. It's actually the Flash suit. And it shows good old Michael Keaton.
Does it show him beating a woman?
No, not Mike. You're on about Ezra Miller. Just to confirm, not Michael Keaton.
No, Michael Keaton's the thing.
It shows Michael Keaton's Batman and Ezra Miller's Flashlight fighting, which is cool. And we also got a bit of news that we didn't put in the news because it's DC news. Ben Affleck's returning as the Bat for the Flash, because it's going to be a Flashpoint film.
But that's the only film he's doing. He's not doing any other stuff. Yeah,
it's a one-off, isn't it? I know that Val Kilmer was a guest of this DC fandom, because obviously we didn't watch the actual show. We watched like all the trailers that were released and then got a few news bits. I don't know why Val Kilmer were there. I haven't looked it up because I've only just remembered that Val Kilmer was a guest. But I'm hoping Val Kilmer's going to be in it as well.
Let me Google him, see what's occurring. Val Kilmer.
Hopefully Val Kilmer's going to be in it, because I like Val Kilmer's Batman.
He's not aged well.
No, he hasn't, has he? And then just 2 more bits of news. Titans Season 3 is introducing Red Hood, Barbara Gordon, and Scarecrow.
Nice.
And the last bit of news, Superman Red Son, the animated movie that I think we looked at the trailer for, maybe, or like a little announcement, or we've talked about it anyway. It's not happening for some reason, but the Crisis on Infinite Earth, the DC TV show crossover thing that happened, that will impact the movies, because Ezra Miller's Flash was in that. And, maybe we'll see Grant Gustin in the Flash film. Who knows? But that is all from DC Fandom. Got a few decent announcements.
Some decent, some not decent.
It weren't as bad as I thought it was going to be, because we thought it was going to be shit, didn't we?
The Batman looks good though.
Oh,
That's all that matters.
Yeah, it looks really good because of taking such a different approach with putting different films in that haven't been seen in God knows how long. Jim Carrey. But yeah, should we get on to wrestling news quick?
Yes.
Man arrested over Sonya Deville.
Yeah, someone tried to kidnap Sonya Deville.
Why?
Just a bit of a stalkery type guy.
Bit of a laugh.
Just a lad, isn't he? Complete and utter lad. Yeah, probably. Well, hopefully jail time.
Hopefully jails.
Mandy Rose was there as well, so kayfabe completely broke. But it's not the 80s anymore, is it? They won't get fined. I mean, Sonya Deville's not a woman's house you want to break into anyway. She's like a scary woman. She does MMA and shit.
Yeah.
And the man who broke in, unless he had a weapon, he looked like he weren't going to do much damage, to be fair.
Maybe he just wanted to see her naked.
Yes.
Xavier's dead, isn't he?
Yeah. Ring of Honor original. One of the original Ring of Honor world champions. Did a lot of good stuff back in the day. He was only 43. I know how he died yet, but we can only assume it was Magneto.
Triple H has commented on the Velveteen Dream investigations, hasn't he? Yeah, they're not doing out.
I mean, yeah, he was back. He was in a match for the title last night. It's all good, you know?
Maybe it's nothing. I just think because of the character that he is, you could easily see him being a nonce.
He definitely is a nonce. I'm putting that on the record. He touched me.
Oh.
I'm older than him, but he touched me, nonced me. He nonced me big time.
Big man.
He doesn't call me back anymore.
Goldberg.
Goldberg. Dun, dun, dun.
Goldberg is wrestling for 2 more years at least.
Yeah, he's contracted for 2 matches a year. So that's 4 more matches at least we get in from the old bastard.
Saudi Arabia.
Himself. I can't wait. Let's hope he beats the Fiend again for the belt.
Oh, most definitely. Renee Owen.
Give him a run with the Intercontinental title.
Oh, fuck it.
Fuck it. No one cares about that belt anyway.
Jeff Hardy does, doesn't
Yeah, you won that on SmackDown, mate. 2 nights before SummerSlam.
Could have won it on SummerSlam, couldn't he? Easily.
Yeah.
Are we going to have a rematch?
I don't know. Look, yeah, hair versus hair match.
Renee Young is leaving.
Yeah, she's leaving after SummerSlam, I believe.
She's had enough of this shit.
She's like releasing a cookbook, I know that much. And it's inevitable that she's going to go to AEW with her husband, John Moxley.
I heard there were rumours that he was going to leave because they weren't giving him a break.
No.
You know, because he's the biggest talent that they've got.
He's not Cody, mate.
WCW is back. No, it's not.
Yes, it's been.
Buff Bagwell injured.
Dead.
He's dead.
Nope.
He's injured though.
Yeah, let me look. I know that he was in a car crash a few years back.
Maybe it's a helicopter crash this time.
Well, you could say that most of his wrestling matches were car crashes.
Oh!
Because he's shit.
Buff Bagwell.
Oh, God. And a little bitch as well. Oh, another serious car accident.
Oh, maybe he should just stop driving.
Quite possibly.
NXT head writer quit.
Yeah, he's gone.
Why? I don't know. He's like, you know what? I'm going to quit the only brand of WWE that's doing some kind of good. And now it's going to become shit. WWE Thunderdome.
Just weird, isn't it?
The audience was a Zoom call.
Yeah, and they've got drone cameras and stuff, and I'm assuming we'll see it tonight with SummerSlam.
Do you think we're gonna do it?
You'd imagine so.
They hadn't announced it though. They had like an actual dome thing as well.
1985, Mad Max Thunderdome came out. 1985. Oh.
Vince. Should we talk some NXT results?
Let's. Well, in the first match of the night, we had a triple threat tag team match for the #1 contendership of the belts of NXT tag type. And your boys Breezango beat Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch and Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza.
Wow, they're not going to get anywhere in wrestling with their names.
Then up next, we had your boy Finn Balor beat
E1
Fachor. And then we had a ladder match for the vacant NXT North American Championship. You know, the one that Keith Lee won both titles of and was like, nah, mate, don't need them both, do I? Silly in a bit.
Crazy.
What's the entire point of this match? You know, is what he said. And Damian Priest beat Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, Johnny Gargano, and the world's foremost Velveteen Dream, to win it. So yeah, then Adam Cole beat Pat McAfee, didn't he?
Obviously.
You know, in a match that went on for 16 minutes.
16 minutes
Yeah.
of a non-wrestler wrestling.
Up next, we had the NXT Women's Championship match, and Io Shirai retained against Dakota Kai. Two beautiful women. And then we had the big match, the NXT Championship match. Your boy Keith Lee against Karrion Kross. And Karrion Kross won.
What?
Yes.
Oh, now he's got no titles.
No titles. If only he'd kept that one. No.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, and
It's weird that Keith Lee won around the Black Lives Matter movement, and now that it's kind of died out a bit, he's lost his title.
But apparently, Karrion Kross suffered a separated shoulder during the match.
Oh, vacation time.
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen with that.
Is Karrion Kross the sexual one?
With Scarlett, yeah.
I literally saw their promo over there and I'm like, is this a porn film?
Yeah.
Dirty. But yeah, guess that's it, innit? Awareness.
Don't drink and drive.
Don't watch the Iron Mask.
Don't watch SummerSlam tonight. Watch us watch it.
Yeah, watch us watch it. Together. All in the same room.
We're all in the same room, I know. It's unheard of.
Fucking
Maybe we can record some forfeits from previous ones.
Maybe.
But our anuses will hurt.
Yeah, is it smart? We ain't got a camera though.
Phones?
It's a bit shit, isn't it?
You're a bit shit. But we will start doing more proper awareness sections, guys. I know we've been a bit slack, you know. There's just been no out, is there?
Fuck you, Seaton.
You ginger bastards.
It's his fault the Iron Mask were bad.
Yeah, Andy hasn't even won an episode on Fall Guys yet.
And he hadn't even joined our FIFA.
Even the ponies won an episode on Fall Guys.
Hey,
I was there.
Good the other night. Last night, when Grandad Dick asked.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yeah, maybe.
It was a good win, though, because the analyst was on the other side, weren't he? And you jumped at the same time for it.
Fucked him up, didn't I?
Whereas I only have one trophy left to get on the game.
Is it impossible?
It's win 5 episodes in a row.
Impossible.
Yeah. Never gonna get it. The game's just redundant for me now.
Yeah.
I have to play it for fun.
Fun? Ugh.
God, what's that?
Right, stay fresh.
Stay fresh, guys.
Take a ride on Tony the Pony. Come take a ride on Tony the Pony. Please take a ride on Tony the Pony with Mr. Pineapple. Oh yeah, it's Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour.